Good afternoon, my dear students. I am Mr. Emmanuel Chazi from Educare, Tanzania. Now, welcome in the session. My dear students, now we shall continue with the procedures of elections, or the procedure that take place during after the elections. There is vote countings. The vote countings, that is another procedure that take place after the elections to take place. That means that when the vote is over at the polling station, counting of votes begins. A designated official breaks the seal of the box and then opens the box in front of the political parties, agencies, and the neutral monitors. This means that now, after the end of the session of the event that has been taking place, that is the general election to take place in a certain area, it involves now the last it is that involve is to count those votes with the agents, with the political party agencies and the neutral monitors. That the neutral monitors, that means that those people who are not aligned with any political party, so that now they can ensure the information that will be provided is true according to the chief investigators of the polling station, where now the votes and the elections were taking place. So here now at the polling station, there is those clerks who are standing for each political party. The example, CCM, you find that the candidates of CCM, his or she has his or her clerk, and the other opposing party has the clerk also, so that now those clerks, they can ensure that there is a positive supervision during the processes of elections through making voting, so that now they can choose the leader to whom they trust, that is the one whom they wish that he or she will bring changes after being in power. So the box in front of the political parties, agencies, and the monitors, sometimes international monitors, observers are presented. Each ballot paper is examined and counted by a ballot clerk, with the monitors watching and checking on the counting. So that means that during now the counting of the vote, both clerks from two opposing parties, or three or four, that has been conducting in the elections, both they are there, they ensure that they are there, so that now they can witness what is going to happen during the counting of those votes. Also, the spoiled ballot papers are kept aside. Those papers maybe that will be distracted with the voters will be kept aside, because they won't be counted as the votes, because it has already been spoiled. So if it has already been spoiled now, it is not counted as the votes. So that means it will be neutral. It wasn't. It will not have been counted as the votes that it will be now included to those votes that should be counted. Then the tolerance is shown during this stage, when the monitors and the agencies do not unnecessarily disrupt the counting processes. As long as the process is transparent, the official should be allowed to carry out the counting without disruptions. In case of disputes, this should be solved amicably without using force or violence. This means that now, during the counting of these votes, this means that the agent do not unnecessarily disrupt the counting processes. This means that those people are all clerks who are there now to witness. They should not announce anything about the vote that has been counted until now the chief invigilator will be will be ready now to give out the results. Through that now, it will help now to reduce the confrontation and the disputes to the members who are involving in elections through that they trust the leaders whom they have choose by voting, or that they believe that the counted votes what has been now released at the results of elections. Also, after looking at this now, you can see that should be solved amicably without using force and violence. That means that if maybe there is any problems, this should be solved amicably without using force or violence. That means that using force means that without following the rules and the regulations, and the violence is that means that it sometimes led to the breaks of the human rights, or the violation of the human right, whereby now it is not the good manner of which now it led sometimes to the cancellation. It led sometimes to the cancellation of the elections and the results, and now the Commission of Election, that is NEC, to announce another day where now also the election will be held. So to avoid that now, it is not better for the contester or the clerks to announce those results that before to be released with the NEC or the members of NEC who has been declared to be sometimes the chief invigilator, so that now they can stand and announce the winner of the elections and the loser of the elections, so that the winner could celebrate. Also, even the loser now could go and sign, so that to show that he or she has agreed with the result that is released, so that now the processes now can continue compared to the situation of not agreeing with the results. That means it can lead to the forces, to the use of forces or violence, of which now it will end up with the violation of the human right. Also, there is declaration of the results. The declaration of the result, the results are announced on the spot. Party agents sign special that form to confirm they have witnessed the vote counting process and accept the result. Declaration of the result, that means that after now counting the votes, those votes now, the clerks and the agencies of those political parties which has been involving in the elections now, the agencies agree and the clerks agree, so that now to sign those forms which now will show that there was the free and the fair election. That's why the agencies and the clerks, they have agreed to sign the form that there was no any breaks of rules of elections, through which now if the one has win the elections, that he has win accordingly. But as you can see, sometimes you find that there is elections where now after elections other agencies do not agree with the results that has been released, so of which now this led to the disputes and the confrontations to the members of different political parties. Hence now it led to the development of the conflicts, of which now the conflict to develop, it is not a very nice situation. So through that now you can see a copy of the result is posted out the polling station. This is done to ensure transparency and avoid the possibility of election rigging. All results from the polling station in a constituents worked on by the area returning officers. He or she tallies them and announce the winner. So you can see now during now this situation, the results, the copy of the results is being put on the notice board, so that now the contester, even the majority who are the voters, they can witness the results that has been declared with the commission and also the agencies and the clerks of those different political parties. They have agreed with the what has been announced, all the results. So through doing that now, it led to the it shows that there is transparent and accountability in politics, where through that now you can see it led now to make these people, to ensure that they brief what has been declared and to be announced with this NEC or the members of the Commission of Elections, and to ensure that there was the observation of the human rights, political tolerance, accountability, and the democratic system. That also the results for the presidential elections announced by the chairperson of the National Electoral Commission. That means that the results of presidential is announced with this chairperson of the National Electoral Commission, because now it takes a long time to be announced, because now it covers a whole country. So if it covers the whole country, now it depends in each provinces after the votes to be counted now, or after being collected and to be counted. Now they are being posted to the specific place where now it should be able to be transported to the nation. So where now after to the nation Commission of Election, that is NEC. So when after being now posted there, it is where now those numbers or those results now will be generalized from each parts of the country now to get now the general answer. So now after getting the general answer of those votes, now the chairperson will declare, and he or she now will announce the results, so that now the winner will be announced, so that now for few times he can go, even him now to declare that now he has become the president, and now to form the new government, so that the life to continue. Also, in the spirit of the tolerance, defeated candidates should accept the results. This means that now after the results will be released, the one who has defeat from the election, he or she should agree with the results, because because there was a free and fair election, there was accountability, and so on, and there was no violation of the human rights. If there is the observation of the human rights, now you can see every person will vote and he or she will be satisfied. So if he or she is being satisfied, I think that there is a free and fair election. So if there is a free and fair election, that means that even the one who has defeat will agree with the result that has been announced. Now, after accepting the result, their supporters too should accept the results. They should not engage in any form of violence against the winner and his or her supporters. The winners should also be humble. The winner also should be humble. In their win and avoid angering those who have lost. So you can see now that we are advised that after now the winner to wins, they should accept it and they should enjoy, but they should not angry. They should be angry those who have lost. So this can lead to the violences that could lead sometimes to the deaths because of the political instability that could erupt in the country. By election now, these elections which may be held to fill parliamentary or council seat which become vacant between the general election. By election conducted when any of the following takes place. So now by election, that means that you can find that in the members of the parliament they are not enough, or there is a problem. So so the president now he has the rights to choose other members of parliament accordingly. So here you can see that becomes vacant between the general election. By election conducted when any of the following can take place. So the following here below are one of the factors that could lead to the system of by election to take place. The first one, a member of parliament or council dies. So what you can see now, when a member of the parliament or council has died, now you can find that the chair will remain open, or will remain open. So now if the chair now is open, that the chair should be filled with another person. So now by election will take place. A member of parliament or council resigns. So you can see when now the member of parliament has resigns, he or she does not need to continue with the functions of the parliament, or to be the members of the parliament, or to be the representative of the majority of the citizens. Now the present government now, especially the president, is responsible to choose the one member, so that now he or she could sit and feed that gap. A member of parliament or council has died, and then the parliament is dissolved before the end of its lifetime. You can see now the parliament is dissolved before the end of its lifetime. So you can see if the parliament now has dissolved before the end of its lifetime. So now you can see now the president is responsible to choose another one who will fill the gap. Then a members of parliament fails to discharge his or her duties. If a member of parliament will fail to discharge his or her duties, that means that maybe the members of the majority people they could rise the strikes, and they speak that they don't want to see that members of the parliament, because he has failed to continue with the programs and other functions that could lead to the development or to bring changes in the community. Now they lead to the situation that now the by-election could take place. So my dear students, I would like to thank you very much. That marks the end of the topic. So here now I would like to leave this exercise, but it is like the revision that answer the following questions. So my dear students, everybody of you is the following revisions answer the following questions. So everybody of you are responsible to do these questions. Show 4 indicators of implementation of democratic in Tanzania. Also, another question is list 3 differences between democratic and undemocratic government. Also define the following terms of government. That means there is autocracy, totalitarianism, and fascism. And then explain 6 principles of democratic government. What are the 2 types of democracy? Mention the 3 types of indirect democracy. And then what are the features of direct democracy? Mention 5 reasons why democratic government are said to be a bad system of government. Also Also list down any 4 advantages of elections you have learned, and then the last question is what is the difference between monoparty and the multi-party political system. So you can see now these questions, there are many questions because it is the end of the topic. So I would like to ask that everybody of you, you are responsible to do these questions. So thank you very much, my dear students. We shall meet for the next session.